It's 10 p.m. and I am feeling miserable. I'm feeling like a complete f***ing loser. See, I had f***ed away 20 years of my life and I had gotten to the point where I felt like there was no redemption for me anymore. But I was given one last chance to prove myself. And I was so desperate, I jumped at the opportunity. I said I would do anything it took. I would do everything I could. And I woke up this morning with that mindset and nothing. Not for a lack of trying. I tried, man. I forced myself to sit down in front of my books for 12 hours today. But I was so tired, so fatigued, so out of it that I just couldn't get anything done. So I'm here at 10 p.m. and I'm telling myself I'm gonna go to sleep early tonight so that I can wake up tomorrow refreshed, energetic, ready to conquer the day. Then I lie down, ready to fall asleep at 10, 20 minutes. 40, an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours later, from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. I'm lying wide awake and I'm praying, I'm wishing, I'm thinking, why the f*** do we not have an off button that I could just press and be out? At 3 p.m. I give up. I put on some video game and that I play until 7, 8. I finally fall asleep at 8, wake up at 4:30 p.m. and I do not have the energy in me today to even try. This story is from 2 years ago when I started to prepare for the GMAT. As a lifelong insomniac, over the past 2 years, I tried every trick in the book. I tried everything I could come across. And today I'm here to share with you the one thing, the one hack that actually worked for me. I'm not sure if this is something that I'd seen online or if I came up with it, but either way, I want to share it with you. I mean it when I say the word hack. And this is something that I talk about quite often, that there aren't really too many hacks in life. You can say, for instance, oh, meditation is a hack, but it's not really, is it? You got to put in months and years of your time consistently to be able to see any benefit. So it's very rare that you come across hacks. So what is a hack? A hack is something that you can use in the moment. A hack is something that you can see in a video and try that night, and it actually benefits you. It actually helps you. You're able to see the difference, the improvement in the moment. That is what I want to share with you today. This is something I've shared with hundreds of my clients and something that a lot of my clients are very aptly called a lifesaver. This is the red button that sits behind the glass that says, in case of emergency, break glass. And I want to share it with you. I want to free you to be able to use this as and when you need. So here it is. Okay, here's the protocol. Here's the hack. It's simple, really. You want something to act as a barrier between your mind and your thoughts. What you do for that, you play something in the background, you play some audio in the background to act as this barrier. You use this audio to distract your mind from your thoughts. You use this audio to allow your brain, allow your mind to tune out your thoughts so that you're able to fall asleep. Now, that is the protocol, but with my extensive research, extensive experiments on the matter, having tried this hack myself tens of hundreds of times, I've been able to figure out a way to fine-tune this hack so that it works with over 90% accuracy, over 95% accuracy. And it's those adjustments that I want to share with you now. See, there's two simple requirements for the audio. Number one, it shouldn't be too boring, right? Because if it's too boring, you will just tune out the audio instead of your thoughts. You'll tune out the audio and you'll keep listening to your thoughts, and it defeats the entire purpose. Just, you're still lost in your thoughts, just with more noise in the background. You don't want that. So number one, it shouldn't be too boring. Number two, it shouldn't be too interesting. Because if it's too interesting, your mind will say, man, fuck sleep, let's just listen to this the entire night. What you want is middle ground. There's something over here that's neither too interesting nor too boring. And here's where I've found to work best. Number one, I'll share with you the bullet pointers first. Number one, you want a comedy. You want something lighthearted, something to make you forget about your worries, about your problems. If you can get a laugh or two in, that would be amazing. That would be so good for your nervous system to release those hormones, those feel-good hormones, which would allow you to feel relaxed and as a result fall asleep much quicker. So you want a comedy, but again, you don't want something that's too funny or too interesting, because you would just stay up the entire night. Pick something that you've seen already, that you've heard already. So a funny joke that you've heard already is still funny, but it's not something that'll have you crying out loud, laughing, and you're just not able to fall asleep. So that is where we come upon our real solution. You want a comedy, you want something that you've seen already. What do? Go for a comedy sitcom. And the more you think about it, the more perfect it seems, because first of all, if you run through like 8, 9, 10 seasons of it, by the time you're starting it over again, it's not like you remember every joke fully, entirely by heart, right? It's still interesting, but again, you've seen it maybe once, maybe twice, maybe thrice, so it's not so interesting that it would keep you up. Number 2, there's no story episode to episode, right? So it's not like you have to keep up with the story. You just listen for some time, you fall asleep, the next night you just pick up wherever, it doesn't matter. In addition to that, all the points that we've discussed so far, comedy sitcoms are what you want to go for. A personal favorite is The Office. Go for that, absolutely 100% recommendation from my end. But again, only go for it if you've seen it. If you've not, I guarantee you, I promise you, you're gonna be up entire nights just binging the show. The Office, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Modern Family, anything that you can think of, man, anything that falls within this category, put it on and see how easily you're able to drift off to sleep. See how excited you start feeling about your sleep, because this is something that I had experienced all my life. I've seen my clients who suffered with insomnia experience that after some time you start to dread your sleeping time. You're like, man, not again. And as a result, in fact, a lot of people end up procrastinating on their sleeping time because it's such a terrible experience trying to fall asleep. But if you can put something like this on and you start to sleep easier and earlier, oh, you're looking forward to sleep. You're like, oh man, when is it going to be sleep time? Can it be bedtime already? Here's the final tip for this hack: put a timer. I think Netflix has a built-in, I'm not sure if Netflix has a built-in timer, but just go to the App Store or the Play Store and search sleep timer, and download the first app that you find. And so now every time that you're going to play this in the background, set a time limit of anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long it takes you to fall asleep. Set this timer up, play your show. Don't watch it, don't put all of that blue light into your eyes. Don't watch it, just have it playing in the background on your bedstand or on your side table beside your bed, and drift off to sleep. So try it out for yourself tonight and report back to me with how it goes. Just one more thing though, it might not work the first time around. I feel the need to share with you. For the majority of my clients it does, but some people I've heard this feedback from that it takes them a few times of trying it out before they're able to get used to the idea of something playing in the background and allowing themselves to drift off to sleep with it. Because it makes sense, right, that this stimulus can feel uncomfortable, it can feel too much the first couple of times, it can feel foreign, it can feel uncomfortable. So try it out for yourself, see how it goes. I've shared with you everything that I had to about this. This again, I'll tell you, is something that I've gotten to work for more than 100 clients, more than 100 people. This is the hack that solved my lifelong insomnia, and I share this with you. It's a hack that I still use to this day anytime I'm having trouble falling asleep. This is the ultimate sleep hack that I have for you. I hand it over to you and I wish you all the very best with it. Use this hack to get yourself some good sleep so that you can wake up refreshed and energized and make your dreams a reality, one day at a time.